People see my disability, but they don't see how smart I really am. Hi you guys, it's Golden Chastity. Before we begin, I want to thank God and center us on His truth. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths." And as we begin, I pray that you trust Him fully and that He guides us today. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my life and what I've been through and why I refuse to let anyone underestimate me. Now I'm going to explain what underestimate meaning. Underestimate means others undervalue your abilities, intelligence, potential, thinking you are less capable than you actually are. So that's what underestimate means. There was a time when people didn't believe in me, but I didn't give up. Sometimes I had thoughts about giving up because of the hard challenges that I've been through in my life. One time it got so bad, I threw up on the floor and I started crying really, really hard, and it felt like I couldn't do it. I felt like I couldn't do it anymore. That's how bad it really felt at that time. I had to see myself as nobody, and that was the hardest thing to do. God wanted me to view myself as that, and I'm explaining why. It's because it was true. I was really nobody. I was messed up. I had a lot of problems. I was very wounded. I was a hurt person. I was homeless, and He showed me that I'm not better than nobody. In order to become somebody, you have to know that you're nobody first. And that's really hard to eat. That's really hard to accept. And that's just surrendering yourself to God, that you are literally nothing, okay? And that's hard to surrender because a lot of people want to feel like they are somebody. But you have to really face reality and look at your life. And you see you are messed up mentally and physically. And that was me back then. I was messed up mentally and physically. And like I said, I just needed a healing. It just takes me to get a healing, to get better. And that's exactly what I did. I started learning a lot of lessons I needed to learn, especially going outside, because I was a girl that used to be in a house all the time. I was never growing, all right? So my journey had to be homeless. Something about going outside, and especially if you're like in a homeless, tough situation like that, everybody's journey is different. Mine's had to be homelessness, because homelessness, the journey of that was going to help me grow up fast, and it actually did. It took about like 2 years when I was out there in the wilderness, And I want to tell you guys, God didn't leave me broke, busted, and disgusted. Okay? I was clean. I was in an Airbnb. He gave me financial through people hearts on TikTok, donated to me in my Cash App. Excuse me. I need some water. Excuse me for a minute. I'm gonna drink some water. They donated to me. God put it in their hearts to sow into my ministry, and that's how God took care of me, and that's how I was able to afford to live in an Airbnb, and I was going from place to place. God, He took care of me. I just want to let you guys know, when you surrender to Him, He's going to take care of you. The situation might not be peaches and rainbows and comfort, but you still going to have rest and get taken care of. You know, I had soap, I had food, I had water, I had somewhere to lay my head at. So that was my homeless journey. I wasn't in a stable like home. I wasn't stable. So it was really, really rough. Moving from house to house is not for the weak, okay? It's not for the weak. You got to be a real strong warrior to keep moving a big old suitcase. I had my big old suitcase, and I was carrying it with me from house to house, okay? Airbnb to Airbnb, yes. So this when I started seeing my power. I started seeing having power in myself, because I would have never thought I can push myself to the limit of tiredness and to just keep going. You know, people, when they are in struggling situations like that, people will give up. Not all people, I'm not saying everybody, okay? Because I know there's a lot of strong warriors out there that's exactly like me. But I'm just saying some people, a lot of people really, you know, they can't do this, you know, they can't do this journey. It's really hard, you know, especially, you know, if you're trying to get your mental right. See, this is the hard part. This is me seeing how powerful I really am. My mental was still messed up. I needed a healing still. And then I had to worry about where I'm gonna go next. Me waiting for the next excuse my words, me waiting for the next donation all day long, hours, waiting around Walmart, or I used to be waiting around Starbucks, okay, to have free Wi-Fi, to wait for a donation. And I would literally wait all night, and God would send that provision. He just want to test me. He want to test me to see if I still believe in him, to know that he's not going to leave me out here broke, busted, and nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you. So he did not. He provided that. Rather, he provided it later on, late at midnight. He provided me that money. And I got into my home, and I took a shower, and I went to sleep, and I woke up, did the same thing again. You know, it's not easy, but I see that I am really, really powerful, and a lot of people can't do this. You know, a lot of people can't really surrender and take that call, because nobody don't want to look at that pain, those wounds. I do the things that people can't do. That's what sets me apart, and I really love that. That's what makes me different. It sets me apart from these people. People cannot look at their problems. Some people are so mentally ill. I heard people say they don't have no problems and that they already healed, you know, and I can clearly see the problems was inside the person, you know, and I just give them grace. So that's me on my journey, being obedient, doing what God telling me to do. Everywhere I turn, people just want to tear me down. Walking my path with the Lord showed me people are getting used to hurting people. Hurt people literally be pushing people to rock bottom and making them feel helpless. Some people are used to getting their way and hurting others. They feel satisfied seeing people struggle. Coming from a place of healing, I see things differently now. I don't believe it's the person. I believe it's the nasty spirit that's inside of them. Okay? Me, instead of holding hate in my heart, I choose to give grace and love and, you know, just saying prayers for these people. Hurt people, and healing is what break that cycle. I just rebuke that nasty spirit that's inside of them. You know, they are being worked by a spirit and they don't even know it. That's why we don't hate the people, okay? We love our enemies, all right? And just always remember that, I understand why God say love your enemies, because it's not the person, it's a devil. Well, I don't want to say devil, I want to say spirit. It's a spirit that's inside of them, working through them. Okay? And you just can't go hard on these people. We're almost at the end of the video, and I saved this message last, at the very last end, before I close out today's video. I have a sister named Brandy, and she believed in me when I didn't fully believe in myself. She has strong faith in me, and I thank her so much. I truly believe the Lord placed her in my life to guide me through my journey. I appreciate her. I appreciate God so much, both of them, for having the patience and helping me a lot. Okay, and I give myself a pat on the back and a hug, because I did a lot as well. So I have to give me credit too, because I am the actually one who pushed myself, who listened and wanted to get helped. Okay, so it was pretty hard. So I give myself a lot of credit and love. I'm so happy I see my progress. I saw my progress. I saw my progress mentally, physically, and spiritually. And that change has really been a blessing. Really been a blessing. Today, I am more focused, more healed, more stronger than ever. I've grown into a smart, confident, beautiful woman. And I can honestly say, I am a walking miracle. Yeah. And it feels good. All right. Before I end this video, this is it. This is last thing I'm going to say. I want to send you guys an encouragement from heart to heart. Some people are always going to want the worst for you. They may watch you, hope you not find happiness or freedom within yourself. But don't believe everything what people say or show you, because it's not real. A lot of time, people speak negativity about others because of their own insecurities and mess ups and failures in life. So here's my advice. Keep going and never give up. No matter how hard it is, you are still going to make it. Don't quit. Keep God first in your life. With God, all things are possible. You just have to believe in yourself and not let anyone else define who you are. Period. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys like this message. If you do, please give a thumbs up. And if you are new, if you don't really know about me, my name is Chastity Nellens, and I am here. I am a voice to help people that has disabilities. That's what God has called me to do, is to help people with disabilities and make them believe that they are somebody, not just a disability. They have a purpose here. And that's what I'm here, and that's what I'm called to do. If you would like to sow into my ministry, the information will be in the description box, my Cash App, PayPal, all of that, Zelle. And if you will feel free to comment, go ahead and comment and share this video if anyone needs to, listen. I would love for you to share. I would like for everyone else to hear and hear my testimony. I see you in the next message, and I love you. Bye.